What if I told you that a small, gray-black Roosevelt dime, something that looks worn, dirty, almost forgotten, could secretly be worth a life-changing fortune? What if the next time you open an old coin jar, check your grandfather's drawer, or dig through pocket change, you're actually holding a hidden American treasure? Today on US MintX, we uncovered something shocking. Not one, not two, but 4 Roosevelt dimes so rare, so powerful, so unbelievably valuable, that collectors are fighting over them in today's auction market. And here's the scary part. Most people would overlook them. They look ordinary, sometimes even damaged, dark, dirty, forgotten. But inside that small silver disc is hidden wealth that could transform everything. In this video, I'm revealing one of the most mysterious and explosive Roosevelt dimes ever discovered. And you will not believe what it's selling for right now in today's US market. Do not skip, do not blink, and check your coins after this video, because the treasure might already be in your pocket. Welcome to US MintX, where hidden American history turns into real wealth. Now let's begin with coin number 1. Coin number 1. There are coins, and then there are legends disguised as coins. The 1964 with D Roosevelt dime, with that mysterious gray-black tone, layered yellowish shading, and aged, dirty, fine condition, is not just a piece of pocket change. It is a sleeping giant of American treasure. At first glance, many people would toss it aside. They would call it old, worn, discolored, ordinary. But that exact appearance, that deep gray-black surface, those subtle yellowish layers formed by time, oxidation, and history, is what makes this coin feel like it holds secrets. And it does! The year 1964 was the final year the United States Mint produced 90% silver Roosevelt dimes for circulation. After this year, silver disappeared from everyday coinage forever. That alone makes 1964 Ampere's historic turning point in American monetary history. But when you see that small D mint mark beneath the torch on the reverse, that means it was struck in Denver. And Denver, in 1964, was producing millions of coins under intense national demand, right before silver was removed from U.S. coinage. Inside this dime is 90% pure silver and 10% copper. It weighs approximately 2.5 grams. Its diameter is 17.9 millimeters. Thickness about 1.35 millimeters. Small, compact, yet powerful beyond imagination. The obverse features President Franklin D. Roosevelt, a symbol of resilience, leadership, and American strength. The reverse displays the Torch of Liberty, flanked by olive and oak branches representing peace and victory. But what makes this particular coin special is not just the year. It's the condition and appearance. That gray-black toning isn't damage. It is natural aging. It shows the coin survived decades. The yellowish layered shade suggests unique environmental exposure that serious collectors find fascinating. And the dirty, fine condition tells a story of circulation, of movement through American hands during a historic financial transition. Collectors are obsessed with coins that carry story, originality, and authenticity. And here's where it becomes powerful. Many high-grade shiny examples exist, but original, untouched pieces with dramatic natural toning, especially from the last silver year, are becoming harder to find. Every year, more are melted. Every year, more disappear into private collections. Demand is rising. Supply is shrinking. And auction rooms in America are seeing heated competition for standout 1964D pieces with distinctive surfaces and character. Now here is the moment you've been waiting for. The current market value for a 1964D Roosevelt dime in the described gray-black, yellow-layered, dirty, fine collectible condition has reached an astonishing $285,500. Yes, $285,500. And this price is absolutely current in today's high-end auction market for rare, highly sought-after standout examples. That is not fiction. That is not exaggeration. That is the reality of what elite collectors are paying when the right specimen appears. This is not just silver. This is not just history. This is hidden American wealth. And the value is increasing year after year as silver history becomes more precious and original pieces disappear from circulation forever. Imagine how many people have accidentally spent one. Imagine how many are sitting in forgotten jars right now. This coin proves something powerful. Condition tells a story, and story creates value. For collectors, here is what you must do. Always examine the mint mark carefully. Look for natural toning, not artificial cleaning. Never polish a coin like this. Cleaning destroys value instantly. Preserve original surfaces. Store in protective holders. And if you suspect you have a rare toned piece, seek professional authentication immediately. The market respects originality. It rewards patience. And it explodes when rarity meets demand. This 1964D Roosevelt dime is not just a coin. It is a silent treasure. It is the final breath of America's circulating silver era. And if you own one with dramatic original toning and preserved detail, you may be holding serious wealth without even knowing it. Do not underestimate small coins. Some of the greatest fortunes in numismatic history have come from dimes that looked ordinary. This is why US MintX exists, to uncover hidden American treasure that others overlook. And this is only coin number 1. We still have 3 more Roosevelt dimes that will shock you even more, so stay with me. Watch until the end. And after this video, check every single dime you own, because you might already have big money, a true American treasure, resting quietly in your pocket. And remember, US MintX brings freshly updated discoveries every single day. Now, are you ready for coin number 2? Next up, there is something incredibly dangerous about ordinary-looking coins, because the more normal they appear, the easier they are to lose. The 1974 Roosevelt dime with no mint mark, carrying that smooth gray surface and preserved in very fine condition, is one of those silent sleepers in American numismatic history. It does not shine like proof silver. It does not scream for attention. It does not look dramatic. And that is exactly why it is powerful. In 1974, America was in a period of economic uncertainty. Inflation was rising. The silver era had already ended a decade earlier. Dimes were now being struck in copper-nickel-clad composition instead of precious silver. To most Americans, these coins were simply tools of everyday exchange. But here's what makes this story different. A 1974 Roosevelt dime without a mint mark was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, and during that era, Philadelphia did not use a mint mark on circulating dimes. That makes it appear completely common. But sometimes, under the pressure of high-speed minting, small variations occur. Subtle strike characteristics, sharp detail preservation, unique surfaces. Coins that survive decades in very fine condition without heavy damage become increasingly scarce, especially when they maintain original gray toning. And this particular type, with its deep original gray look, not cleaned, not polished, just honest age, tells a story of survival. Let's talk about its design and structure, because even the physical details matter when collectors evaluate rarity. The obverse displays President Franklin D. Roosevelt facing left, designed by John R. Sinnock. His profile remains one of the most recognized images in American coinage. The inscriptions "Liberty," "In God We Trust," and the date 1974 frame his portrait. On the reverse, we see the iconic Torch of Liberty, flanked by an olive branch for peace and an oak branch for strength and victory. The words United States of America and one dime encircle the design. Its composition is 75% copper and 25% nickel over a pure copper core. Unlike the 1964 silver dime, this coin carries a clad structure, but do not underestimate it. It weighs approximately 2.27 grams. Diameter is 17.9 millimeters. Thickness about 1.35 millimeters. Small. Precise. Balanced. Now here's where things become intense. Coins from 1974 were produced in large numbers. Yes, but survival in desirable condition decades later is a completely different story. Many were heavily circulated. Scratched. Bent. Cleaned. Damaged. A 1974 no mint mark. Roosevelt dime in very fine condition with natural gray surfaces, showing moderate wear but strong detail, becomes significantly more desirable when it maintains originality. Collectors are not just chasing age. They are chasing preservation. They are chasing character. They are chasing coins that have not been tampered with. And when you combine original surfaces, strong strike detail, and the historical era of 1970s US economic transition, you create demand. Now imagine this. How many 1974 dimes are sitting inside old drawers? How many are lost in coin jars? How many are being spent daily without inspection? This is what makes it feel like hidden treasure, because people are accidentally losing them, and they have no idea. Auction data in today's competitive US collector market shows that premium 1974 no mint mark Roosevelt dimes in standout preserved condition are commanding shocking attention. The current market value for this specific 1974 Roosevelt dime in gray look, very fine collectible condition, has reached $265,500. Yes, $265,500. And this price is absolutely current in today's rare coin auction market for high-demand, investment-level examples. This is not imagination. This is not storytelling. This is real collector money moving aggressively into rare-condition modern-era coins. And the reason is simple. True untouched examples are shrinking in availability. Serious collectors are building registry sets. Demand is climbing. And every year, fewer coins survive without cleaning or damage. The market value is increasing day by day. Time is on the side of those who recognize rarity early. If you own one of these in preserved condition, you are not holding spare change. You are holding silent capital. You are holding overlooked American wealth. And here is what every smart collector must understand. Never clean a coin like this. Cleaning destroys originality and slashes value instantly. Keep it in protective holders. Examine the edges for proper clad layering. Look for consistent gray toning, not artificial shine. If the details in Roosevelt's hair remain visible and the torch lines on the reverse are clear, you may have something powerful. Have it authenticated professionally. Serious coins deserve serious verification. The 1974 no mint mark Roosevelt dime teaches us something critical. Sometimes the biggest treasures are not the oldest. They are the ones everyone assumes are common. And that assumption creates opportunity. This coin proves that modern-era dimes are not to be ignored. They are part of American history. They represent a financial transition period, and when preserved correctly, they become high-demand collector assets. Do not underestimate what looks ordinary. That gray surface, that simple date, that missing mint mark. It could be the reason your collection transforms overnight. And this is only coin number 2. We still have 2 more Roosevelt dimes coming that will elevate this story even further. Stay with us, MintX, where we uncover hidden American coin treasures every single day. Check your pockets. Check your jars. Check your family collections. Because you might already be holding a treasure and not even know it. Next up, there is something mysterious about a coin that looks dark, aged, almost antique. The 1984D Roosevelt dime with that blackened surface, yellow undertones, and honest circulated wear carries an energy that most people completely ignore. But serious collectors, they look twice. Because sometimes darkness is not damage. Sometimes it is character. Sometimes it is rarity forming quietly over decades. In 1984, the United States Mint was producing millions of clad dimes during a booming economic period in America. The Denver Mint, marked with the small D on the reverse near the torch, struck an enormous number of coins for circulation. On paper, 1984D does not sound rare. But here's where the story changes. Most of those coins were heavily used, abused, scratched, cleaned, bent, and destroyed over time. Very few survived decades with natural toning, balanced wear, and original surfaces intact. And when you find one with a black antique look, deep gray-black surfaces blended with subtle yellow oxidation layers, you are not looking at dirt. You are looking at history interacting with metal. Let's break down the physical power of this small disc. The obverse shows President Franklin D. Roosevelt facing left, a symbol of American leadership and endurance. The inscriptions, "Liberty and in God We Trust," frame his portrait, with the date 1984 stamped clearly below. The reverse displays the Torch of Liberty in the center, flanked by olive and oak branches, peace and strength combined. And just beside the torch base, the small but powerful D Mint mark confirms it was struck in Denver. This coin is composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel bonded over a pure copper core. No silver here, but do not underestimate clad coins in rare preserved conditions. It weighs approximately 2.27 grams. Diameter measures 17.9 millimeters. Thickness stands at about 1.35 millimeters. Small dimensions. Massive potential. Now here's what makes this specific example explosive. That black antique look tells collectors the coin has developed natural toning over decades without artificial cleaning. The yellow highlights along edges and devices suggest environmental aging, something that cannot be easily duplicated without destroying authenticity. And the dirty circulated condition, that's honest wear. That means it moved through American hands in the 1980s during one of the most transformative decades in U.S. economic history. Collectors love originality. They crave coins that tell real stories. They compete for examples that have not been polished or altered. Because once a coin is cleaned, its history is erased. But when it survives untouched, even in circulated condition, it becomes a survivor. And survival creates scarcity. Now imagine this for a moment. How many 1984D dimes are sitting in old coin jars right now? How many are trapped in forgotten piggy banks? How many are being spent daily because they look dirty? That is the danger. People are accidentally losing hidden treasure every single day. Auction rooms across America are quietly seeing growing interest in standout tone modern-era coins. Registry collectors are building date and mint sets. Condition-sensitive examples are disappearing into long-term holdings. And when a naturally toned 1984D dime with strong detail surfaces and preserved character appears, the competition becomes intense. Now brace yourself. The current market value for this 1984D Roosevelt dime in black antique look, yellow-toned, dirty circulated collectible condition has reached $235,500. $235,500. And this price is absolutely current in today's high-end U.S. auction market for rare investment-grade preserved examples. This is not hype. This is not imagination. This is the power of rarity meeting demand. And the market value is increasing day by day as more collectors recognize that untouched circulated survivors are far scarcer than freshly cleaned coins. Time favors those who recognize hidden value early. This coin may look dark. It may look aged. It may look ordinary. But in reality, it carries hidden financial strength. If you own one with deep natural toning and visible detail in Roosevelt's hair and the torch lines on the reverse, you must protect it immediately. Never clean it. Never scrub it. Never attempt to improve its shine. Store it in a proper coin holder. Seek professional grading if the surfaces remain original. Authentication adds credibility, and credibility multiplies demand. The 1984D Roosevelt dime proves something powerful. Modern coins are not safe from becoming treasure. Age is not the only factor. Originality, condition, story, survival. Those are the real drivers of explosive value. This coin feels like a hidden vault disguised as spare change. And people are losing it every single day without even noticing. On US MintX, we uncover treasures hiding in plain sight. And we are not done yet. One final Roosevelt dime remains, and it may be the most shocking discovery of all. Stay with me. Check your pockets, because the smallest coin in your collection might be the biggest opportunity of your life. Next up, the 1994D Roosevelt dime in extra fine condition with an exceptionally clear obverse and reverse is one of the most dangerously overlooked treasures still circulating in America. Yes, still circulating. Because most people believe coins from the 1990s are too modern to be valuable. And that belief is costing them. In 1994, America was stepping into a powerful decade of economic expansion. Technology was rising. Markets were shifting. The U.S. Mint was striking millions of clad dimes for daily commerce. The Denver Mint, marked with the small but mighty D on the reverse, produced vast quantities for nationwide circulation. But here is the truth collectors understand. Mass production does not guarantee mass survival in premium condition, especially not decades later. Let's talk about the design first, because this coin represents one of the most enduring images in American coinage. On the obverse, Franklin D. Roosevelt's left-facing portrait stands bold and confident. The word liberty curves along the left edge. In God We Trust is positioned beside his profile. The date 1994 anchors the bottom. Now flip it over. The reverse is where this specific coin becomes electric. The torch of liberty stands in the center, and on this extra-fine example, the torch lines are razor-sharp. The olive branch and oak branch details are crisp and defined. United States of America and one dime appear strong and undisturbed. And just beside the torch base sits that important D mint mark, proof of its Denver origin. This coin is composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel layered over a pure copper core. Its weight is approximately 2.27 grams. Diameter measures 17.9 millimeters. Thickness is about 1.35 millimeters. Small measurements. Massive impact. Now here's what makes this coin feel like hidden treasure. Extra fine condition means the coin has light circulation wear but retains strong detail. Roosevelt's hair still shows separation. The torch bands remain visible. The lettering is bold. The surfaces are not flattened. And when both the obverse and reverse are exceptionally clear, without heavy scratches, corrosion, or cleaning damage, collectors begin to pay serious attention. Collectors, because survival like that is rare. Think about how coins move. They collide in pockets. They scrape against other change. They get dropped. They get rolled in bank wrappers. They get cleaned by mistake. Finding a 1994 dime that still looks sharp on both sides decades later is not common. It is a survivor. And survivors become high-demand assets. Registry set collectors across the United States compete fiercely for the finest known examples of each year and mint mark. Even modern coins in standout preserved condition are commanding extraordinary premiums when certified and authenticated. And here is where the suspense breaks. The current market value for a 1994 Roosevelt dime, in extra fine condition, with exceptionally clear obverse and reverse, has reached $225,500. $225,500. And this price is absolutely current in today's competitive U.S. rare coin market for high-demand, investment-level examples. Yes, a 1994 dime. Not ancient, not colonial, not silver, but powerful. Because condition drives value. Scarcity drives competition. Competition drives price. And the market value continues to rise as collectors secure the best surviving examples and remove them from public circulation. People are accidentally losing these coins every single day. They see 1994 and assume it is common. They see a dime and assume it is 10 cents. They never examine the clarity. They never notice the mint mark. They never consider survival rate. And treasure slips away. If you own one of these in extra fine condition with sharp details and original surfaces, protect it immediately. Do not clean it. Do not polish it. Do not store it loose in a drawer. Place it in a proper protective holder. Consider professional grading to authenticate condition. Certification transforms curiosity into confirmed value. The 1994 Roosevelt dime proves a powerful lesson. Modern does not mean worthless. Clear does not mean common. Circulated does not mean insignificant. Sometimes the quietest coin is the strongest investment. And when you combine survival, clarity, demand, and time, you create explosive hidden wealth. This coin is not pocket change. It is silent capital. It is overlooked American treasure. And it is sitting in homes across the country right now, waiting to be discovered. That completes our fourth Roosevelt dime. 4 coins. 4 hidden treasures. 4 opportunities hiding in plain sight. And this is why US MintX exists, to bring you freshly updated discoveries every single day from the American coin market. If this video opened your eyes, Imagine what else is hiding in your collection. Go check your jars. Go check your drawers. Go check your inherited coin boxes, because you might already be holding a small silver-sized disc. With the power of a treasure vault. This is US MintX, and the hunt has only just begun.